Hey everyone, Miacidae here, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So today the plan is to go into the cove where we might run into a few wandering mini-boss things, the Dwimmerlaik being one, the roaming Raiju minions being another one. Hopefully getting the Star Amulet, which I think is from Trinkets Plus, which seems to be a really good trinket that I can put to very good use in the future, being another thing that I really want from here. It's kind of a scuffed group, if I'm being totally honest. I'm trying to repurpose one of the heroes, just because Anubis here that I really would like to get back in action, being our healer, is still technically level 2. I'd like to get him to level 3, and if he gets through this, he would be level 3, and we have another healer for veteran levels. He's not too far behind. Hopefully this will all work out. And if worst comes to worst, say our Phantasma has heals on her, we can turn Quake into a AoE heal, I believe, with the Earth Amulet here. So I can do that once per battle, healing everyone for a significant amount. So we have 2 healers. Worst comes to worst, hopefully that helps things a little bit. But the plan is for Anubis here to be our main healer with Funerary Rites. It's a pretty good heal, however it's a little stunted with how it works. So it heals for 6 to 7 as a base, but then it has a modifier that does minus 50% healing done. But then if you're blighted, if you're bleeding, or if you're below 50%, or if you're below 35% health, it'll give you 50% healing in each of those stacks. So if you have all 3, you get 150% healing. So it can go really high. He then has libations to clear debuffs, lower the bleed blight amount you receive, and up the healing amount you receive. That hits the entire party. Usually I would bring, let me find it here quick, the Purifying Water on him, which would let that cure blight and bleed. However, in the Cove at veteran levels, there isn't that much that bleeds us, if I recall correctly, and even less that blights us. There are things, don't get me wrong, but there aren't that many. So I erred on the side of caution and just upped his blight debuff chance and upped his healing. Then we have Grave Call, which is going to bypass and break guard to make taking out certain things easier and marking targets for us. And then I have Feast of the Tail, which is going to lower the protection of the entire enemy party and lower their speed and shuffle the group. So hopefully actually using that rather than some of the other things I had been using on him is going to make things easier for us. Then for our trinkets, we have the Heka Scroll. Like I said, it's going to up the debuff chance so that the minus protection actually lands. Anything else is kind of just bonus. And then the Seal of Shalia, so anytime he uses a friendly skill, which is the heal or the buff or a clear debuff, he's going to heal himself. We then have, say, the Phantasma, who I'm going to be using slightly differently, but she's going to be very offensive, and she's going to be able to guard Anubis here if we need to. So Full Moon Slash and Half Moon Slash are going to be our bread and butter here. Bellringer if we need a stun. We have Licorice if we need a horror clear or stress down. And then Quake as a bleed breaking guard. And actually party heal if I need it to. Mainly because the Earth Amulet Quake once per combat expend all my blazing protection to heal the party for 7% of their max HP plus 1 healing per 1 blazing protection. And then Quake will also immobilize the target. It also gives me plus 10 accuracy with range skills, which is Quake. We also have the Skaven Standard on her, which gives her minus 20% damage. However, it gives her various buffs depending upon the position. So hopefully I won't have her in position 4, but if she is, she'll get plus 4 speed. But if she is, she'll get plus 6 speed. If she's in position 3, she'll get plus 35% bleed or debuff chance, which is mainly for Quake. If she's in position 2, Bellringer will have the effect maximized, so I won't have to be in position 4 to get the most out of it. It'll just have the max move chance, stun chance, and plus the maximum knockback. And if we were in position 1, she gets plus 12 crit. And on attack hit, she'll clear any riposte. Then to help speed damage along, we have Esmeralda the Omenseeker, who's also going to be our scouter because she has Wary and Luck Wearer. So between that, she has 8% just passive scouting chance, along with the Ancestors Map for another additional 28 for an additional 25% scouting chance and 25 disarm chance. So she then has Entangle for debuff resistance down, Undercut for dodge and speed down or just a damaging move, Dazzle as a stun for the middle 2 rows, and Expunge to armor pierce anything that is blighted. Then to add to her survivability, this may sound a little weird, however she gets plus 10% damage received, but on the flip side of that, the lower her health is, the more dodge she will have. So she will have a maximum of plus 50 dodge from this trinket for a maximum of 78 dodge because she will get 5 dodge if she's below 70% health, 10 more dodge if she's below 50% health, 15 more dodge if below 30% health, and 20 more dodge if she's below 10% health. Like I said, for a total of 50 more dodge. So she's gonna be kind of a dodge tank if things get really bad. Then we have Audrey, who's gonna help us out with blighting, so mainly using poison darts because that's really good in here. We then have the blighting satchel for plus blight chance. If we use toxin trickery to cure blight and bleed, upping her speed, upping her dodge. She also gets plus blight to mount. And then we have the lucky talisman to up her dodge for a grand total of 30 more dodge. So that's the hope. That's what we'll do. I just noticed how many crests I have, so I'm going to make a few adjustments. And we're going to get the Outsider's Bonfire so I have more respite points. I still need 300 more for the Cartographer's Camp. And a few more for upgrading the Penance Hull, but we'll probably get that inside the cove. So I'm gonna max out on food here really quick. Shovels, medicinal herbs, a few keys, torches. I absolutely want Kraken ribbons to level people up. How's our accuracy? 110, 110, 105. This will be 110. So I'm probably good. I don't need the training ribbons. Amphitheater ribbons might be nice for the move resistance, and that'll also give us minus stress received. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, let's pop these. Plus resolve, plus virtue, minus move resistance, plus movement resistance, and minus stress received. We might be zigzagging a bit, going down a few dead ends, but that's fine. That's the coves for you. Digging through this, we'll torch up.
Another misfortune.
We're gonna go to the side here because we're gonna have to go all the way down. Say's in row 2 just because that way she can fluidly move to rank 1 or 3 as needed. I'm going to poison dart the Urchin just because then it'll go down on its own and I don't have to worry about the riposte. I'm going to... Let's feast to the tail, everyone. That hurt just a tad. By undercut, I think I can take out the energized stinger. Almost. We're going to Unrepentant to up damage on her. That'll also move us forward as needed. And then we're going to Half Moon Slash, take out the one that we already damaged.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's a bleed. We are going to Toxin Trickery, squeezing the rat. I just realized how she's squeezing that rat.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Let's, I can't bypass the guard here. So I'm gonna entangle the Slater, bringing him a little closer.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
How much blazing do we have? It's only gonna do 16. So I'm gonna do Blazing Bulwark. Into Half Moon. Anubis can heal himself. Almost full. I think the Urchin goes down on its action.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Blighting the Slater. That's insane. And that's not great. We are going to full moon slash him, because then he'll go down.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Leaving the energized Stinger, who we can, hit with Expunge, even though he's not bled or bladed.
As the fiend falls, a faint
Taking everything. Default party order. Guess we're already in it. Bonk this with shovel.
a fortune.
Take the emerald, take the bust. Actually don't really need the bust, however we'll still take it, take the money. You know, I'm not really a fan of this mash. just gonna outright say it. We're gonna stun these two. Bright light. Can lower all of their speeds. Then I can up the speed, up the blight done for a few rounds. I guess it's one round. We will actually Unrepentant first, and then we'll Blazing Bulwarks. That ups the damage that Esmeralda does. And we'll Half Moon on one that has no stun on it. Oy vey.
And now the true test.
Well, at least he'll get a good heal out of that.
Or expire.
Alright, we're going to Blight for 12. So if we hit for 6, he goes down. We did not hit for 6. Well, we can do this and he goes away. Then if I full moon, I suppose I don't really need the AoE heal, but I suppose I could do it. No, I can't. I'm not in the right spot. Yeah, we'll just take this one out.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Then Funerary writes himself. Not sure why Seal of Shalia didn't go off there. But alright. Get the one in the back. Normal Blight. Throw some axes at it, it goes down to Blight. Funerary writes himself.
A death by inches.
We're going to Licorice, move back, and then we're going to Quake, healing everyone. I do love how she looks when she does that. And now we can expunge him, doing an auto crit.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And that's that.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
If that's at 70, we'll just do this. Give up the one torch.
Wealth beyond measure.
Take the money,
Awarded to the
leave the
brave and
rest.
the foolhardy alike.
And we're gonna go down here because we don't know what's down here. I'll come back for Z Fishy. Use another torch. They really like hitting Anubis. Alright, let's see here. If I undercut, we're not taking him down. If I dazzle, there's a 50% chance of stunning this one and higher on 40% chance of stunning Lurking Stingray and higher on Stinger. Or I could just do damage. I feel like damage is the better play? Maybe, but no. Let's try. And we got nothing. Don't you love it when that happens?
Precision and power.
So at least the Stingray in the back goes down to Blight. Which is good because he just guarded them. Unrepentant, so she does more damage. We're going to half moon, just so we don't eat our blazing protection.
Slowly.
And we do more crit because we're in row 1. So then I'm gonna blight this bugger. Or yeah. I was wondering if it was going to be more worthwhile to not blight, but an expunger do 8 to 11, or this would do just slightly less and not do the armor piercing. I suppose we'll just undercut.
Powerful blow.
Break and bypass guard. Blazing bulwark. Half moon. I think they just know he's an apprentice and weaker. Taking him out. Stingray left. We can get a good heal off because of the bleed. And we'll full moon this bugger. And then we can undercut again. And we'll expunge him.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit.
And then away you go.
Unless inordinate exsanguination be considered.
Taking what we can. Hurts to leave some of this. And we can get rid of the hardened tools. Can use the anti-venom there. Leave the rest. We'll use the bandage that I totally forgot about and leave the fish idol. Going down to the empty room. 65. Disarm trap. And we'll get that on the way back as well. Up we go. And then, what's in the fishy?
If only treasure could staunch
Happily
the
take the
flow
food and the
of
keys.
otherworldly corruption.
Trade out the money for the sapphire. And I'm tempted to take the onyx over the jade. Or, like a smart person, what I could do is use some of this food to heal and take the onyx. Or That's a dumb decision. You make your own choice. Because, you know, Luke Goblin tendencies. I was really hoping not to run into a UA Crusher, especially not with the Oracle buffing him. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot, especially considering Anubis. Alright, this is where we're gonna Toxin Trickery and try to blight him. We're also gonna Feast the Tail and get rid of his protection. We're going to Unrepentant and buff her damage. And then we're going to Half Moon Slash and smack the Madman. What can I do to hit the Madman? You know, this also stuns the Oracle. So now if Poison Darts goes off, he's blighted 2 for 3. Or 12 for 3. Thought it was for 3. I'm not going to expunge on him, even... Oh, did that not? I thought that would get rid of his protection. It did get rid of his speed, but I guess the protection part of it didn't go off? That was the whole reason to use that. Okay. We're going to expunge on the Madman. Blazing Bulwark to get protection up. And then Half Moon on him. Yikes. So the speed has a lower base than the protection. The protection didn't go off. Unless that's like a one-round thing. I mean, this does damage.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's for 1 round, okay.
Exposed to a killing blow.
That's a shame. I wish that would have lasted longer. Alright, blighting him again.
Devastating.
I need that to stack up. Healing himself. Undercutting the Madman. Why can we not hit this guy? It's around an 80% chance every time we've gone to attack him. But I missed like 4 times now. What gives me more blazing protection? 9 and 9. It doesn't really matter. Unrepentant.
A time to perform
Whack.
beyond one's limits.
1 health left. And they really do not like Anubis, who can't do what he needs to do in rank 4. Alright, can we get rid of him? Thank you. Alright, seeing as how I can't really hit anyone else.
Masterfully executed. A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
A little more, Crusher goes down. You absolute prick. Courageous Advance, de-stressing. Undercut hopefully taking out Oracle.
Destroyed.
Licorice, de-stressing. Bellringer, healing. I thought that would have healed for a little more, to be honest. Because... %, plus 7, so that should have healed for... What's 20% of 30? 6? Right? Let me bring up calculator. Yeah, that should have healed for 6 on Anubis there. Uh-oh.
The bigger the beast,
I keep reporting things about
the glory.
the Phantasma. Iris is not gonna be happy.
But a victory nonetheless.
I feel so bad. We're taking what we can here. I want to get rid of torches and stuff, but there's all of this. And it's like I can't... The game's not even letting me use the firewood here. It's not like I can camp and get rid of some of this stuff right now. I just got to get rid of it. Which annoys me to no end. It's like, no, you have to get rid of the loot first. You can't camp to lighten your load, then take it. I don't know why. Do I have any intel camp buffs? I do not.
Huddled together.
Let's feast for healing and stress.
Rats in a maze.
There's nothing that's going to ambush me that I know of. We're going to Mouth of the Wadi. Plus scouting, minus torch burn rate, prevent nighttime ambush. I'm going to night moves for scouting. Insight for the accuracy and the crit, and also gives her dodge. I can wound cure to get rid of that bleeding. Let's see what supply item I get. Yay, a torch. Yay, a bandage. Yay, another bandage. I don't know why I did that.
As the light gains,
Alright, down we go.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear. Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
We're gonna blight the plated maggot, that way it just blights out and I don't have to deal with it. Gonna feast of the tail to do... It's not gonna do a damage. Oh, we still are gonna damage the stingers. And that way it does go down to blight. We're going to undercut the one in the back. We're going to Blazing Bulwark to get more blazing protection, and then we're going to Half Moon Slash the one in the back. Bada bing, bada boom. Blighting the stinger. It goes down to blight. Let's heal. Or as much as I can. And just leave that. Okay.
So too will resistance.
Oh yay, a thrall. Okay. Torch up.
The match.
Light Bulwark because we're going to need him blighted.
Is born.
We're going to... I can only damage him if I expunge him, so I suppose we're going to expunge him. And then Feast of the Tail to shuffle. I can get him with the Omenseeker next round. Alright. Blazing Bulwark. So she does more. And we're going to Half Moon to bonk a Stinger. And then we will undercut him. Down he goes. No explosion. Shocker may stun us, which it did. And she already went, so that's gonna suck. We're gonna hit the Bulwark again because he's guarding the Stinger. You're going at the one that's already stunned. That's like salting the wound there. Bypassing guard. And taking it out.
Eradicated.
They learned a lesson and then perished. They didn't really learn a lesson, did they?
Ringing ears. Blurred vision.
I might want to heal that.
The end approaches.
Blighting again. Just keep stacking that up. Unrepentant, add damage to her. And then smack him again. I'm really having fun with this standard. Blighting, he goes down. But if we can expunge first, why not? I actually thought that would take him down. I really did think that would take him down. Lesson learned. I suppose we'll Licorice for the stress because we have the free action too. And then, well, Spellringer him. For the funsies. Taking what we can.
That overconfidence.
Gonna use a bandage. Gonna trade the bandage out. And we're gonna pry this open with a shovel.
A handsome reward.
Which
for a task well
didn't really seem to get me much. I could trade out a gem, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to. Because those very quickly add up. Especially when you have one of the districts that I do that adds extra things to them. I'm going to go up so I can get to that curio right there. And then we'll go all the way over there. I'm hunting for the mini-bosses. I don't remember the drowned Ropeman. Cool. What do you do, buddy? Let's get rid of the wide mouth.
The ground quakes.
Don't think he liked that. Blighting the Bulwark. Oh. 4 stress per round for 0 rounds? I'm guessing that just goes on the entire fight. Let's Feast the Tails, that'll take out the wide mouth. Shuffle them. We can Unrepentant her, up her damage. Then Half Moon the Bulwark. Eve Ho. I'm guessing that's going to knock you back. And stun. And now he's guarded. Lovely. Okay, blighting the bulwark. That's 6 blight. So 16 health needs to go. Let's get this little bugger. And we'll just full moon him.
Death
Owie.
for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Owie. Hey Anubis. I need that heal.
Annihilated.
Oracle down. Why isn't the Seal of Shalia going off? I wonder if it's tied to the minus healing done, and then it's not doing that part. It's healing him for 0 instead of healing him for 2. Which is kind of odd. Like, originally it was healing him for more than it should have, and then it was healing him for less. So is it tied to the skills value? We'll undercut the Ropeman because he is just being annoying now. I think that's all he's gonna do is move and stun, move and stun. Yeah. We'll do this so I can quake. I didn't have Blazing Bulwark that time, so it should have only healed her 7%. And then 7 damage on him, 10 damage on him, he goes down. Alright, taking what we can, we'll pop that, leave that, default party order, and shovel on this. Taking what we can, popping that, leaving the gold. Dwimmerlaik. Okay, friendo. I want to pop Toxin Trickery, but at the same time, I kind of want to save it in case he bleeds or blights her. Is that silly? No. We're going to Toxin Trickery nonetheless. All I can do is expunge. I'm not moving him. However, what I can do is Feast of the Tail to lower his speed. I didn't think that would move him. Okay, so we're going to Unrepentant to up her damage. That moves her forward, and then we're going to Half Moon Slash to preserve Blazing Protection. Then we're going to Undercut to do damage, lower the dodge, lower the speed. Haha, you hit say. Poison darts, hopefully blighting. Ha ha ha. Blighted for 12. Unfortunate about the heal, however, I'd rather him heal than do damage to us. Gonna Feast of the Tail again. I'm not sure how that's working. Unless it's a guaranteed shuffle group, which could be a thing. Blazing Protection. Plus 24, plus 23. Oh, that's only for so many rounds. Gotcha. So, we'll get rid of Blazing Protection next round if we can. Ooh, I need to clear that stun. I can't clear that stun. Shame. Lighting. I mean, if you want to keep healing, you do you. I'm out damaging that. Undercut. Beast of the Tail.
A singular strike.
Yeah, there goes most of her Blazing Protection. Shame. You know what? We're just gonna keep blighting him. Thought I was.
How quickly the tide turns.
She can go back by 2 so everyone else is back in place. We're gonna heal her. Unrepentant again. Half Moon.
Inspiration and improvement. The abyss returns even
Lighting.
gaze.
That's actually not too bad. But she does have protection, so we're just gonna keep up with Undercut. Healing again. Upping damage. I didn't think Full Moon Slash would be able to hit. Let's try to finish him this turn, so Throwing Dagger. There's a third of his health. Undercut. Healing Say. And then we can Full Moon Slash him. Which I thought would crit, but I guess not. So he has 5 health left. And then he reconstitutes. He's not doing so well. He's still blighted, so Throwing Dagger. Or Throwing Rag. Take your pick. Undercut. We're gonna heal Esmeralda again. She's gonna get a super heal out of this. You little... Okay, Licorice. Quake. Now he has a bleed. He really does not want to go down. Alright, blighting him again. Would you stop it, sir? Hey, seriously. Piece to the tail. You're coming with me. He did not shuffle forward. If I expunge, it's an auto crit, but the bleed goes away. That's only 4 damage. Worth it. Slavering can't hit where I need it to. So we're going to Licorice again for the stress. And we're going to Quake him again. Resisted the bleed. Are you kidding me right now? I've never had a Dwimmerlaik do this on me. I mean, never say never. But this guy is like refusing to die. Piece to the tail. Let's see if I can't get him forward. Let's undercut him. Let's do the Unrepentant to move forward, and then we can Quake again. That way he's bleeding and blighted. Dude! Thrown daggers just so I do more damage? Oh my. Marking him so I'll do more damage? Expunge would get rid of 7 damage. I don't think that's worth it. Let's do Licorice to get rid of stress. And then we will Quake. Which he dodged. I think his AI is broken. I legitimately think his AI is broken right now. I've never seen the Dwimmerlaik do this. Why, sir? Alright, we're gonna blight him. Undercut. He's got 3 health left. He goes down. Okay. I've never seen the Dwimmerlaik do that. How many Reconstitutes in a row was that? I'll count it in editing. I've never seen that. Like, I've seen him break and do Reeve combos and just utterly obliterate me, but I've never seen him go into self-survival mode like that. Like, holy hell. 12 rounds to take him out because heal. We got the Punishment Hood for the Flagellant. Very rare, plus 75% damage on Punish. 10 accuracy on Insanguinate. Insanguinate does 133% in damage, and then Punish and Insanguinate cannot bleed. I kind of wish that, oh, what's the attack name that I can't remember right now? The AoE he has, that's the back two rows, rank 3 and 4 was included in here. However, that is what it is, Reign of Sorrows. And that a disabled bleed on that as well, and up to the damage on it. But nonetheless, it's a really, really good one. Alright, let's default party order before I forget. I will have to ask someone about that Dwimmerlaik and see if that's normal. Along with the whole did Say's healing from this not work correctly, but oh boy, this is an episode. Holy hell. Alright, torch up. Gonna Feast of the Tail, get rid of the Aegis, and then we'll also get rid of his protection while people do stuff to him. I thought it would get rid of his protection. You're going to blight him. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna Toxin Trickery first. Undercutting for the minus dodge, minus speed. And then we will Blazing Bulwark to get her back in place. Before doing... Bellringer would have 110, 130, 150 stun chance, I think. Blighting. Nasty blight if I get it off. It crits, so it's going to last longer. Going to entangle him. We're going to Unrepentant to up her damage. And then Half Moon to do some damage. We're going to mark. Thrown Dagger. I thought this would do more damage because plus damage versus Blighted, plus damage versus marked, but it's not much. So I guess we're just gonna Blight because long run that's gonna do more for me. Gonna move forward. Gonna heal Say. Full Moon Slash for some damage. You missed. You're keeping your Blight. Which we're adding back up. Let me see here. Yeah, let's Feast of the Tail again. Just so we can do a little more damage. Unrepentant to up her damage again. And Half Moon. Now let's just go for the finisher here. I don't think the Orcadian can heal, so I'm not too concerned about that. We're gonna do undercut. So now it's got 15. I'll take
Teetering on the brink.
6 from that, so I only have to do 9 damage. Oh, I can't do Funerary Rites, Unholy Hell. Brave Cult. And whack.
Just size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
We want the trapezohedron. We want the trapezohedron. Get rid of some of this food. And what I can't take, we're leaving. Use this. Bandage up. Take what we can. Leave the rest. Good fishy. Torch. 50, 65. She can do traps. Another fishy.
Finding the stuff is only the
Take
first
the
test.
onyx.
Now it must be carried home.
Take the torch for now. The chained heart might come in handy. I am willing to give up the keys for it. Torch up.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Another trap. Use the shovel. Not giving those up. I was about to, but that's not a good plan. We'll just leave that. I think I actually have as many busts as I need, so we'll take those back just to be safe, but don't necessarily need them. I don't need to go here, so as long as I just go up, I'm good, I think. Good thing I kept my torches. Treasure room ho. Oh, this could be a nasty fight. Alright. So we're going to undercut, hitting the Enchantress. A little bit more, she goes down. Good old dodge there. Now with the daggers, she does go down. No stress for us. Well, limited. We are going to heal Anubis because he's not looking great. Still not sure why Seal of Shalia is not working correctly. My best guess is it's something to do with the minus healing done, but even then it should be healing me for 1. Heal effect limited to 1 per round, but it still should be healing him when he heals himself. I don't know. Unrepentant, so she gets more damage. Then we're gonna bonk the Slavering Cultist. That's what I was afraid of. So I originally was going to Toxin Trickery here. Actually, I still can, and then I can break his guard. Then we're going to expunge on... Actually, we don't need to expunge. We can do a higher damage move. We can maybe stun him. Brave Call to bypass and break stun or guard. Blazing Bulwark. And we'll go at Cultist again. Now we have a Super Blight charged and ready for the Crusher. So 12 Blight for 2 rounds. It's half of his health.
As life ebbs,
We'll heal Esmeralda in a moment.
of emptiness reveal themselves.
We are going to undercut this guy. Funerary Rites here. And we're going to use Full Moon on the Slavering. Probably going to get a nasty bleed. I guess not. Continuing the Blight on him. I'm very happy with how the Ebbing deck is working with her dodge. Take out the Cultist while I can. We're going to Licorice for the stress, which is going to help us do Quake for another heal and bleeding this guy, I'm hoping, enough. He has 1 health left, so we're going to Feast of the Tail, and he goes down to bleed. Oh boy. Continuing the Blight. 6 around. Undercutting. Just because Expunge probably wouldn't be worth it. We'll heal her. Just because she was so low. By Blazing Bulwark, I can put a little bit of a dent into him. And then we'll take him out on our next action. Has 5 health left. He really does not like Anubis. Oh no. Oh no.
A victory.
If I don't find a bandage, we're in trouble. Solution.
A moment of respite.
We're just gonna eat till we're full. Leave the money.
The coming horde.
Wound care. Gallows humor for the... Oh boy. We're going to Insight for all those buffs. What can I do for minus stress? If mortality debuffs minus 20 stress. Wish I would have remembered this before I did wound care. And Snuffbox would also remove his disease. So I'm gonna put him in treatment anyway after this. Probably for the stress. So let's remove his disease. That at least gets rid of vampiric spirits. And then I've not scouted. Let's do the night moves. Can't use a shovel. It's a mimic. Oh. Pleasantly surprised. Okay, haven't scouted. Don't know what's up there. But we can get rid of Bust for Deeds. I'm not getting rid of the torches or the shovel. Default party order just in case. Alright, I think I want to get rid of the Madman first. Mainly because of that. I kind of figured this would be a thing considering Cove long plus, you know, he's technically an apprentice. Gonna shuffle all of them. Let's do this, up her damage, then we'll do Half Moon Slash, and we'll hit one of the wide mouths that can hit for 1 so that Anubis is slightly safer. We'll then do Feast of the Tail again. Lighting this one, if I hit hard enough, it goes away. Full Moon Slash this one. I'll undercut the one in the back. And of course, let's finish things up. Oracle goes down to Blight. Like Sponge Wide Mouth, I can at least get it to a place where we can probably one-hit it. Blazing Bulwark to go forward, and then we'll Half Moon Slash. Okay, let's see here, take what we can.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
I'm just gonna leave the rest. Because I don't know if I'm gonna need that at all. Which I don't. Okay, so we're gonna go up first. Going to disarm this. Take the torch as a just in case.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
And to the left. Pleasantly surprised that no Raiju minions so far, but we still have one fight here. I'm probably not going to go down there. We'll Feast of the Tail, not that it really matters. Does a little damage. We'll take this guy out. Thought he would go down. Let's just do the Blazing Bulwark, because she'll do more damage. If I do this, it won't make a difference, so let's take out the Wide Mouth that has the lowest health. That way we take less damage. Lighting that Wide Mouth. Feast of the Tail. Full Moon Slash. And we can whip him. You know, she doesn't have a plus dodge, and she's doing really good. Taking what we can. I can probably actually get rid of the torches here.
They can be beaten.
And we're good. Okay. So let's blight the captain. Since he can heal them, I would rather not deal with that. He goes down on next action, and we have the Pelagic Plague. Lovely. We are going to Feast the Tail to do some damage to them. Blazing Bulwark to get Blazing Protection, which means damage for her, and we're gonna hit the Wide Mouth. Just to do damage to the Wide Mouth, he has 3 health left. Taking out Oracle before it does anything. Get him back in range, and Full Moon Slash.
Obliterated.
Alright, we're gonna take everything.
At least promises
So
success.
here's the thing, I actually do like the Pelagic Plague. It has some actually really good interactions. But this is the cure for it right here. So I actually am going to take the cure. I'm going to take the jute tapestry. I need the shovel for that thing right there. And I think that will be that. Actually, we can get rid of the food. There's only one room left. We're gonna take the crusts. Don't have room for the money. Moving on along. Last room. We get to go back. Like I said, I'm gonna keep the plague. I do like the interactions with it on certain people, but I'm keeping the cure just in case I get it on people I don't want it on. We got roughly 25,000 gold from treasure, from reward and collected. Got the star amulet that I wanted just because it can be kind of good on certain people. On monster kill, allies heal 4 health. I don't think that is going to cure or heal the person that did the monster killing. And a lot of heirlooms. Once again, I need like 400 more crests to finish off the districts and everything in the hamlet. Anubis hit level 3, which was kind of the goal. He got a tapeworm even after I cured his other disease. He also got Warpstone Scrounger, which is 10% chance to interact with every Warpstone Mines curio, which I will be getting rid of, even if the warp upside is 10% scouting chance. Esmeralda got Rune Scrounger. Audrey got Bloodthirsty, which I will be getting rid of because it's another forced interaction. And she also got Kawasaki's disease. But she also hit level 5, which was the goal. People hit one hitting level 3, one hitting level 5. And my game crashed. It's a thing. Don't worry about it. I kind of thought that would be something that happened after a few of the things that happened there in the actual game, because AI wasn't acting correctly. Every time that happens, there's a very slim chance the game crashes. It happens to me, it happens to everyone. I'm not going to cut that out because I want to show that it actually does happen. Okay, so we're back here.
And the pistol.
There was no town event, it looks like.
Folly. And a curse upon us all.
So, Esmeralda is going to go to the cloister. Anubis got Warpstone Scrounger, which I absolutely hate. And I'm also going to lock in Faded on him, which has a chance to turn any miss into a hit. Audrey got Bloodthirsty, which screw Bloodthirsty. And then we'll get rid of their diseases next time. At the Stagecoach, nothing I want. At the Nomad Wagon. Oh, now it wants to tempt me. So we have the Stained Flag for the Commandant, which would complete his Crimson Court set, plus movement resistance, plus stun resistance, plus bleed resistance, plus blight resistance, but he cannot be guarded. And if I get all of that, plus debuff chance and plus bleed chance. Just to show you the other part of the set here, we have the Service Medal, which is plus virtue chance and plus accuracy. So that would up his resistances considerably, and depending upon how you use him, which is usually how I use him as a buffer, like I would usually have Perilous Grounds and Stranglethorn along with Rally the Troops and Iron Embrace. That's a lot of debuff and bleeding for him. I think that's pretty good. Then we have the Patched Shroud for the Abomination and the Great Is Chalice for the Courier Hunter. And I don't have a Courier Hunter, that one's not as big to me. But the Patched Shroud, do I have the other thing for the bomb? I do not think I do. Where's my bomb? Big B. Big B, where are you? I know I'm blind, Bigsby, but come on. There we are. I do not have any of his Crimson Court trinkets. So it's not as big of a deal if I don't buy that. But he'd get plus accuracy if in beast mode, plus speed if in human mode if I had both of those. And him getting plus dodge, well, he has a considerable amount of dodge already, which would make him kind of a dodge tank, especially if you paired that with the Ancestor's Cloak or something along those lines. So I'm kind of tempted to get both of those. The thing is, I don't have too many more trinkets to sell. Like I do, but I don't, unless I start selling things that I don't have doubles of. So that's going to be something I have to take into consideration if I want to get these. I'll take a look at that like off recording, because Stained Flag is great, especially for all the plus resistances, but I usually don't put things on for resistances. So this would be me putting it on to complete the set. The Patch Shroud, there is a bigger thing for me to put this on for Bigsby. And then the Cove did level up, so the last Siren is available there now. Not the biggest trinket I want available there though. So I'm not sure where we'll be going next time. I do have some ideas on what I'd like to do, but whether that's just leveling more people up so I have more options and things that I want to do, or actually going on doing some of that, we will see. So that'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.